Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be starting my full basic Unity course, which will get you from a beginner where you don't know anything to a intermediate developer. First, once you've opened up Unity Hub version 3.2.1, that's new version is available after we start. Version 3.11, oh come on, 3.11 is the version I'm using here, so don't be surprised if version Unity Hub 4 isn't this layout. So, we're going to press New Project, Universal 3D. That makes it so that it's not high definition 3D, so our builds will be much less in size because Unity's builds are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So we want it to be as small as possible. So Universal Render Pipeline 3D. Project name it wherever you want. I'm going to name it Tutorial. And put in your location. I have my location right. You don't need any of these. And select your organization. And create project. And now, soon, a new window will pop up. This, and it will make it so that so it's starting the project now. It might take a little while to start it. You need internet to start a project, by the way, so don't do this on a laptop where you don't have any internet. And if you do have internet on a laptop, get a mouse. It will help you a lot, but you're still kind of able to do it on a laptop. I would suggest it on a desktop or with a laptop with internet on with a mouse. So I would just suggest doing it on a PC. So once this starts up, I'll show you what's going to be started in Unity version 6000 or 6. Unity version 6. They just use 6000 for some reason. 6000.0.41 F1 is what I'm using. Not the latest version, but every version I don't want to reinstall it for minor tweaks. So I'll get back to you when it's started. Shouldn't take too long though. Okay, hello and welcome back to the sorry, this isn't a new video. Yeah, I just got a little mixed up. So my Unity videos, two of the clips of the first one are not there, so I have to remake that clip. Okay, so how you navigate around Unity is you right click and inside this viewport kind of, and you move your mouse around, and you can use the WASD controls or WASD controls. You can also use the arrow keys to move around to like focus on objects. You double click them over here, like the main camera, directional light, and global volume. And now let's create our floor. Let's create a 3D object, right click over here, create cube, and now scale it. Not the size of like a big train, just a basic object. just a basic cube that's like a ground. I'll not rename it yet because I said to rename it in the next video. Let's 3D create 3D object capsule and name it player. You can press backspace when you create it, and now just type in player. I like to use caps case for it. And you can see that we have a capsule. Set the position to 0, 0, 0. And now let's move it up with the move tool. So the position over here is the transform inside the transform. You set it to 0, 0, 0 for the 0 position. So I'm going to move it up a little. And add component over here on the right. Once you have left clicked the player, you can add component, which basically means adding a component to it. So the add component physics rigid body, and I'll move it up and a little to the right so the camera can see it, because I want to see it fall because it has gravity affected to it. That's the rigid body part, and the collider is collider. It makes it collide. Combined with the rigid body, it makes it collide. So now I'm going to create empty player and actually rename this to player obj for object. I like using shorter words for it, and I like adding components in this because it's clean, doesn't have all the mesh renderer stuff like that. And now if we play, we can see that we have a capsule that falls onto the ground. That is the absolute basics of Unity. So I will see you in the next one, and bye.